Blood has got to flow. Okay. Actually, if we're just going to talk about stroke in general, roughly 85% of the time, we're talking about ischemic strokes. Okay. So we're talking about I'm gonna use the plumbing analogy, and now I'm gonna use an irrigation, like lawn irrigation analogy, right? So like imagine you got a sprinkler system for a big lawn. Like I got a park outside here. It's got like a sprinkler system. So over at the park over there, right? The sprinklers go on. And so 85% of the time when you have a stroke, the problem is there's a clog in one of the pipes. And so then the water's not getting to that area of the grass. The grass starts to get yellow, die because it's not getting water, right? So that's the problem. 15% of the time it's because the pipe bursts. Right? So the most likely place, just to get back to your question, the most likely place for you to have one of those pipe burstings, which again, about 15% of the time, is when there's a difference in the pipes. Okay. So you imagine that if you're on a big highway, right, super highway, and it splits into like a couple of smaller highways, but still same, they're highways, and then like those go different places. The flow of traffic, it's not such a problem, or at least it doesn't seem like dangerous, like it would be problematic. But now imagine that coming off, I don't know, off I-95, there's like a city street. So now there are going to be a few places in the brain where that's kind of the case. You got these big blood vessels, and then they like right off them, little blood vessels, and they tend to go to a couple of places deep in the brain. For those taking notes and for their neuroscience classes, the basal ganglia is one of them, and the cerebellum is another one. Like a few places in the brain where you got these little vessels coming off the big ones. And that's where, especially if you have high blood pressure. Okay, so it's not just that the traffic's got to come off all of a sudden at a weird angle, but there's a lot of pressure in the system, right? That's where you have an accident, right? That's where the pipe's going to burst, because that's the weak link in the system. Blood has got to flow. Okay, so blood, it's carrying all your oxygen, right? It's carrying all your nutrients. It's carrying the most important parts of your immune system with it. It's just doing all this stuff, right? And moreover, if you ever get injured, if you get cut, what happens? Like the blood flows there, and then within minutes, it's like, okay, time to shield up, like circle the weapon, right? Like it seals you off, right? That's an amazing property. The thing is, you don't want that to happen inside your body, but you don't want that to happen inside the pipe. And the thing is, the thing that mainly tells blood, all right, guys, time to clot up, is when it stops moving. Like when it stops moving, it's like, oh, time to clot. And so if you lose this rhythm, right? Like what could happen is the blood could stay still for too long in certain parts of the heart. And when it stays still for too long, it's like, well, guess what we do when we stay still for too long? Time to clot. And so now you got this chunk of material floating around in the pipe system, right? And so if a big chunk of that gets up, through these super highways, some like real blood vessels coming up, right? And your body directs a lot of blood to your brain. Okay, your brain is the hunger, like a really hungry organ. It's like I need it all the time. Energy, oxygen. Like do not stop my flow. and so the clot gets up in there, and like that's it, right? And so if it gets stuck in there, then you could have a stroke, right? So like again, going with the garden hose or the irrigation analogy, like something gets stuck in the pipe can't flow, your sprinkler doesn't turn on in that section of the grass, and it dies.